Students, before finding the difference between a pure substance and a mixture, I'll show some examples. You try to identify which is a pure substance and a mixture. By the end of this video, I'll give the clarity. So to start with, gold. Students, gold, is it a pure substance or a mixture? Next, milk. Is it a pure or mixture? Next, salt, table salt, common salt, sodium chloride. Is it a pure substance or a mixture? Sugar, pure substance or mixture? Just think. I'll give all the answers by the end of this video. Next, foam. If you hand wash with soap, you'll get some foam, right? Is that foam a pure substance or a mixture? Paint. No, oil, like cooking oil or hair oil, any kind of oil. Is it a pure substance or a mixture? Let us try to identify the difference between these two. Students, let us take a glass of water. What is the formula of water? H2O. So, is it mixed with any other thing? Pure H2O. No, right, students? Water formula is H2O, where two hydrogen atoms are chemically combined with oxygen. So, water has its own property or not? So, this is called as a pure substance. Can we separate the water by the normal physical methods? Physical methods means like filtration or like evaporation. Can we separate hydrogen atoms and oxygen? No, right? So, a component, a substance which has its own property and which cannot be separated by the normal physical methods is called as a pure substance. Pure substance, there are two types, like elements and compounds. We all know what are elements, right? For example, helium or sulfur or iodine, carbon. So all these elements, we have like 118 elements in the periodic table. So every element has its own property or not? So elements are pure substance, comes under a pure substance. And the second type, compounds. Compounds means like H2O, N2, carbon dioxide, and we have millions of compounds. So compounds are made up of different elements in a fixed ratio or not. Anywhere, what is the formula of water? H2O. Anywhere, what is the formula of carbon dioxide? CO2, which are chemically combined or not? And they have their own properties or not? So elements are compounds which has their own property, which are not mixed with any other chemicals. They comes under a category of pure substance. Now, students, let us find what is a mixture. So, is this mixture what we're talking about? So, technically, you can find the definition by looking at this pic. See, students, in this image, there are so many food items are mixed. You can see there are so many. This is also called as a mixture, right? In general, in our daily life. So there are so many food items are mixed. They're mixed. Are they mixed chemically? No, they're mixed only by the physical means. Can we separate these food items? Yes, we can. Of course, it takes some time, but we can separate these food items. Yes or no? So this is called as a mixture. So let us apply the same concept in chemical terms. So a mixture is nothing but if elements are compounds which are physically combined, not by chemically. Chemically means by the formation of new bonds. That is a chemical combination. Physically means without formation any new chemical bonds, without the formation of any new substance. That is a physical combination. So if elements or compounds are physically combined with no proper ratio, do you find any proper ratio in this mixture? No, right? So in chemical terms also, without any proper ratio, if they're mixed together, that combination is called as a mixture. Let us see some examples. For example, students, H2O, pure H2O. It's a pure substance, right? Sodium chloride. Sodium chloride, what is the formula? NaCl. It's a compound and it is a pure substance. So, but if sodium chloride, if salt is added to the water, so what do we get? We get a salt solution or not? So, students, is this salt solution a new compound? When salt is mixed with water, does it form a new compound, a new substance? No. Why? Because salt solution still contains water molecules as well as sodium chloride molecules, salt molecules. Simply salt get into the spaces between the water molecules or not? So is this combination, is it a chemical combination or a physical combination? It is just physical combination. For example, these molecules, this solution contains sodium chloride and water. If you separate these molecules, so separately each example comes under pure substance or not? H2 is a pure substance. Sodium chloride by itself, it's a pure substance. It's a compound of its own. But if we mix these two, they form a mixture. Students, right? So like pure substance, mixture is also two types: homogeneous as well as heterogeneous mixture. Simple. Homogeneous means if the components mixed completely, if they have uniform composition, that mixture is called as homogeneous. If they do not mix completely, if you can observe the layers of components, that mixture is called as heterogeneous. Let's see some examples. For example, again the same salt solution. Students, it is a mixture, right? It is a mixture of salt and water. Is it a homogeneous or heterogeneous? Salt is a homogeneous mixture. Why? Because salt completely mixes within the water. Sir, no, you can't observe the salt particles, right? Still, once if salt is mixed, if it is dissolved in water, so salt solution comes under homogeneous mixture. So next, sand in water. Students, you can see clearly the layer of sand and water separately. This is also a mixture, but what type of mixture it is? It is a heterogeneous mixture. Students, oil in water. It is also a mixture. Why? Because you can see they physically combine. And what type of mixture? Heterogeneous, right? You can see the separate layers. Water in alcohol. You can see ice cubes, but once ice cubes melt, if water in alcohol, students, is this homogeneous or heterogeneous? Alcohol, water in alcohol is a homogeneous mixture. If water melts, if ice melts into liquid water, it completely mixes in this alcohol or not? So you cannot find the separate layers of alcohol and water, right, students? So this combination is also comes under homogeneous mixture. So now, students, let us find the examples. The beginning that I gave, let us find which is a pure substance and which is a mixture. Gold. Students, gold is a element, right? What is its symbol? Au. Its Latin name is aurum. So gold available in the nature as gold, purest form. So gold is a pure substance. Next, milk. So some students may thought milk is a pure substance, but milk is a mixture. Yes, milk is made up of different proteins, fats, lactic acid, water, and even we can separate cream from milk, right, students, from simple centrifugation techniques, which is a physical technique. So milk is composed of different components which are physically combined. So milk comes under a mixture. Next, sodium chloride, salt. Already in the examples I have shown in between. So sodium chloride is a compound. NaCl is the formula. It is a pure substance. But in the market, sometimes you can see iodized salt. That is a mixture, right? When iodine combines with salt, that is a mixture. So, but here pure sodium chloride is a pure substance. Next, sugar, glucose is a pure substance. Next, foam. So students, not just foam, even the soap. If you can observe the composition of soap in that packet label in the back side. So the soap is made up of different components or not? So soap is a mixture. What about this foam? Yes, foam is also a mixture. Why? Because you can see different air particles were trapped in that liquid part or not. So foam is a mixture. Next, paint. Paint is composed of different solvents. It composed of lead, arsenic, and it composed of different dyes, different colors. So paint is also a mixture. Students, next, oil. Oil is also a mixture. Students, have you seen this? A composition of oil in the backside oil packet. Anyone have seen this composition? It is composed of different components, right? In a proper amount. So oil is also, whether it is a hair oil or vegetable oil, what type of oil it is a mixture. So students, finally, a pure substance is the one which has its own properties and which cannot be separated by normal physical methods. But mixture is the one which is combined with different elements or different compounds without any proper ratio, and which can easily be separated by a normal physical methods, is called as a mixture. Hope you got the clarity, students.